Hello, friends. Today, let's talk about some important and vital statements written in the book of Theology for the students of PhD at Tribune University. Without further delay, let's begin. The study of God or a God or gods and of the truthfulness of religion in general is theology. An organized method of interpreting spiritual works and beliefs into practical form is theology. That's why theology talks about the God or the studies about the God and truthfulness of the religions in general. A religion and philosophy grows in the earth to solve the human problems to get happiness. Never always judge people by their past. People learn, people change, people move on. Silence isn't empty. Silence is not empty, it is full of answers. Stop overthinking. You can't control everything, let it go. In anger, a person forgets the past and doesn't think about future. Philosophy has its origin in man's sense of wonder. To know the good is to do the good. A construction worker can't possibly have expertise in medicine. Likewise, a doctor can't possibly have expertise in trade. Each person has their own areas of study or expertise that must be focused on. No matter how much wealth we have accumulated as a human being, we have only one stomach. There is a limit to the amount we can eat. Great writers is not much concerned about the reader. Where there is life, there is also the art of survival. The most pathetic person in the world is someone who has sight but no vision. One should experience deafness and blindness at some point or some stage of life for some time because the deafness would teach him the joyful moment, and deepness also teaches the persons to realize joy of sounds, and darkness would make him more appreciate of sight and deepness at some stage of life for some time. Only a person who loves or knows how to love oneself is his community and his nation can love others. If a person status that his dreams fly away his native land, he become worthless, just like the clouds that never rain. Life in itself is an empty canvas. It becomes what you paint on it. You can paint misery, you can paint bliss. Life simply gives you total freedom to do whatever you want. The purpose of yoga is to understand the form of soul, True education lies in spiritual growth of the student. Religion is the matter of personal experience. An individual like to worship God according to his or her own faith and beliefs. So never and ever force any particular persons to be part of some particular religions. It's his right and he will select and choose his faith and belief, which will give him ultimate pleasure and supreme truth or supreme peace within him. We should look forward and believe that tomorrow is always better than today. The ultimate cause of death is a physical malfunction.
Malfunctions.
The physical malfunction is the ultimate cause of death. Nothing can exist without a cause. Knowing about the past should help us understand the present, and understanding the present should help us predict the future. Parody or parodic is a kind of singing or original songs, for advertisements or religions songs having different lines. In most of cases, only poor people lose their lives, not the rich or have ones. Don't say, I don't have time. Rather, it is your disability to manage time. The time followed by Mahatma Gandhi, John Wyden, Xi Jinping, Edina Paul, and Barack Obama and Vladimir Putin is the same. Vidya means art of living, but Gyan realized means art of life. Vidya is achieved. Vidya can be achieved and Gyan can realize. And Vidya is achieved. Achieved means art of living, but Gyan is realized and it is art of life. The most foolish woman is that who don't know how much he needs. A person may have knowledge but may not be wise or wisdom. Knowledge means simply knowing, learning, whereas wisdom is insightful achievement of knowledge or ultimate truth. Fear is the path to the darkness. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. If you waste your time, the time will rust you. If you want to give light to others, you first have to glow yourself. Never stop learning because life never stops teaching. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. Don't waste your life trying to impress others. Before you say something to someone, always think about how you would feel if someone told you the same thing. Students learn discipline, presentations, and conservations from nature and become good citizens. There is no scope of doubt when there is faith. Not every debt can be paid off by money or wealth. There is no enemy bigger than laziness. You have nothing to lose and you have everything to gain. Every moment is auspicious for a task done with a selfless motive. A person's actions determine his caste. The most powerful thing in this world is truth. A mother represents all the pilgrimage centers and father represents all the gods. Whenever you get a chance to help a farmer, do not stay back. Always help to farmers. Because farmers are found in the form of God. All religions and castes in the world are like those whose paths that leads us to two different directions but eventually ends up at the same direction. To accomplish something huge, even a smallest constructions help, and smallest contributions can be the best source for to accumulate huge destinations as well. There is no supreme religion than humanity. Nature created music, not humans. Listening to stories makes the children alert. Their imagination power and knowledge increases. If you are fearless and brave, you can good and goodness everywhere. God is not constructed only into temples. God is everywhere, like stones, mud, children, and everywhere. While helping, one must not consider one's own benefit. When you know your destinations and duty, you will find a way automatically. As being polite and gentle can bring success, be it in through words or actions. If your mind is senseless, you will not reach your goal, nor you will even find the way or destinations. God is not to be feared, He is to be loved. One must have faith. Bad habits means turning away from one's responsibility. We must not judge someone based on their mistake. Rather, it is wise to see the conditions that may be done unwillingly or maybe with intent. Success doesn't depend on the job, but it depends on the way of doing it. We must not have any misunderstandings as they cause trouble. God resists in the smile of every child. God resists in the honor of every person and in the senses of satisfied. Hunger and thirst are two compulsory needs of body and we must never ignore it. If you humiliate others and organize a religious ceremony, you can never make God happy, no matter how much money you donate. Fastings and rituals are done for one's own self, in order to make yourself focus when you pray. The God would never want you to stay hungry just to please Him. He would never want you to suffer. How can all father be pleased when seeing his children suffer? If you wish to do something, you must to have faith and patience. The rest is up to God. Understanding the pain of others, helping people and forgiving others is the real knowledge. There is just one way you can be free from sin. It's atonement. Human mind is faster than time itself. Where there is righteousness, there is victory. Guest stands equal to God, identifying a person not by his deeds but only by his caste is the worst sin. Everything is given to us by God. What can we give him? One who refuses the truth can have all luxuries but never happiness. If you want to be strong, learn to enjoy being alone. One fake friend can do more damage than 5 enemies. Tourism is not only means of economical prosperity, rather symbols of national integrity. Everyone is genius that if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, you will spend your whole life. You will remain stupid. Win over my mind, you can have my body. Find my soul and I am yours forever. Management is not knowing but doing. Success and education determined by best management of men, materials, money, motivations, machines, and identification of information. Let me tell you some important things. And that is, why do we need love and religion? So we need love and religion because love for physical health, development of mental qualities and moral development. And religion is for peace and stability, for ultimate happier and spiritual development. And here is important thing, all the religions were originated from the nature worship. And thank you very much for listening to me through this video.